From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 8 coming up. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Now the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta. On 1st down, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. Touchdown! John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still 1 more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for this.
That's about what you would expect since they're downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 4. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Seven, our score after 1.
7-7.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 24. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Short completion, just 4 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep it. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Allen. The Sanders has got it complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Keeps himself, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And, a dangerous throw there Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, here's Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McKenzie.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll try and run forward. Press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
He'll try again.
And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills head on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback,
But number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ryan going to give this to Davis.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Ryan.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The first down carry for Davis.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Play action for Davis. Now Ryan.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. To throw is Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Ryan. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he rips that one incomplete there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's got this down to the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ryan will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.